get its act together when it comes to passing this relief bill. Here with Inside, Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator Blackburn, I just want to tell you up front, I wasn't a big fan of the skinny bill. I think it needed to have $1,200, those stimulus checks. We were reminded this morning, we got 29 million people on some form of unemployment benefits right now. It's just tough. I think it's too tough to sort of scale back this far.
One of the things we wanted to do, Charles, is have something that was targeted and focused on what people are saying are their primary needs right now. Liability protection. Anytime you talk to schools, county governments, businesses, healthcare providers, they put this at the top of the list. The beefed up unemployment insurance, that is something that people wanted to see. An extra $300 in that unemployment insurance check. A way for your businesses that have been so adversely impacted, those that have been the most impacted, to apply for a second round of PPP. And of course, for the entertainment industry, our venues, those spots in Tennessee, this was vitally important. So there were good things in here that we should have been able to agree on and say, here is where there's agreement. Let's move this forward and then keep working.
I hear where you're coming from, and I agree with you there. I think everything in there was obviously warranted, particularly from the business side. What about the notion, the American Action Forum put out a piece saying, and I don't know if it's too complicated or would be too hard for Congress, but think about, like, for instance, people on minimum wage, a single person on minimum wage might need $200 a week. A family on minimum wage might need $400 a week. Median wage families may need $300 a week. Something you speak of being targeted. Is that just too much of a lift for Congress? Should there just be a flat number? And if so, why won't the Democrats accept that? I mean, that's a check. 45 states have taken President Trump up on his executive order to go with this money that he found in FEMA, but that money's going to run out soon.
Well, and one of the things we sought to do was reposition and repurpose money that was already appropriated. And that is the wise stewardship step to take. Now, Charles, one of the things we had wanted to do was exactly what you're talking about, but what we found out, unemployment insurance is issued by the states, and the states' systems were not sophisticated enough to handle that type transaction so that you could further target this. So we have allowed the states to use some of that money to upgrade their systems.
Real quick, I want to ask you about your bill, the text censoring bill. I know it's something near and dear to your heart.
Right. It is the 230 reform bill, and this is vitally important. We hear from people all the time about problems with online censorship and prioritization and how big tech has been hiding behind Section 230. A lot of opaque practices. What we're going to do is clarify who can use Section 230, when they can use it, how they can use it, get rid of these opaque policies and these terms of service that allow them to say, well, it's not our fault. We're not going to give them the benefit of the doubt. We are going to give them pause every time they try to take down something.
Well, I think the American public would, everyone would probably applaud that. You would have bipartisan support there. I'm just telling you, in the meantime, watch these markets, because I think they're going to put some pressure on Congress and hurt our wallets until something happens over there. I appreciate you coming on, Senator Blackburn. We'll talk again real soon, I hope.
Good to be with you. Thank you.